Hello, this is Nicholas. Another episode for Nicholas Watches. This is going to be a combination of weeks 2 and 3 of the anime winter season of 2026. I was quite busy last week, especially starting school. I was watching a lot of the ALGS Esports Championship. Took up a lot of my time, and I just thought it just with that and starting school, it just felt like I needed a little bit more time, and I had a lot more time this past week in order to get this going in. I'm recording this on Sunday morning. It's about 1 p.m. Um, Snowing like crazy. Um, I don't know how many inches it is, and I never will probably until someone tells me, but it's coming down for sure. So, um, these past two episodes, I had some catching up on some. I'm still gonna do at the very end where underrated show, best show of the week for me, and drops of the week. I might have two drops this week. We'll kind of get into that later. And then I also wanted to add in opening. I have a Spotify playlist where I add in openings from anime that I love, and I it's like 200 right now, and I love it so much. So I wanted to kind of implement that a little bit more. There's a couple. I'm gonna kind of like do week by week, maybe more of like a hey, this opening is really good, go check it out, instead of like a this one was the best one this week because it's the same every episode for the most part. So it'll be interesting to see something along those lines. Um, Now, like I do normally, when I record this, I write down it in my notes when I'm watching them. This one is going to be a little bit weird because some of these shows I did watch like two, maybe even three episodes. There's one show that I watched like five, so just to catch up on it. And actually, that one's going to come in real later as well, because I finished that one last night or caught up to it. Sorry. Um, so it's gonna be a little weird. Some of them are gonna like I'm gonna be a little bit more fresh in my mind. Some of them not because some of them I did watch like the prior episode, like the week before, which I did do notes on. But I did binge quite a bit of them the past few couple days, especially like Wednesday and Thursday. Um, and honestly, last night I went crazy last night. So and then there still is some shows that I have yet to even like open up, and I kind of feel bad. When I totaled it out to how many episodes I would have had to watch, it came out to be like around 25, and that's a lot of time. And I thought I could do it. I usually can kind of do it, but I didn't realize how much it wasn't week by week for a lot of them. It was more like I binge some and binge not on some others. So we'll kind of just see in here. So let's just kind of like jump into it, right? So the first show I show, the only reason this one always pops up here, well, the two of them is because they come out on Sundays. I don't watch any of the Sunday shows until after this. So there's like I think four of them that come out today that I'm interested in. So they all come out a little bit later. So the first one I got here is the Noble Reincarnation one. Um, so it's fine. It's good. I mean, it's good enough for me to watch every week, which is a plus. But I mean, I do think like how one thing he upgrades, and this is funny because another show kind of does this, but in the opposite direction, where he gains his power from like items, right? The ring, where it added like a defense system to them. So that I mean that's pretty cool. I do like the because I do like kingdom building in a way. I like slime, reincarnated as a slime, for example, and some other ones where a lot of it is like who you build up with. You're OP too, of course, but like gaining more people to help you out is always cool, and I want to see more of that. I think that's really cool because he's trying to get that singer girl with him. I want to see him get a little bit more of like One Piece, gain your characters, gain your like side characters because I do want to see him older too. I think I like him for who he is, the kid, the noble kid. It's just man, every time they mention something, it's like you're like 8 years old. They always say something like that. I want to see him older. I want to see him some push, some leeway. I get it. Like I watched Musuka Tensei and it went through like two seasons of him being a kid. I mean, he's still kind of a kid, kind of not anymore. So I do want to see him a little bit older and then kind of do something there. So maybe they need to pick up the pace a little bit more and get to that point. But again, I also don't mind it um, as like a starter, for instance. So it's good. It's a good show. It is still like a lot of those niche ones. You know, how many times can you see some like noble reincarnation? But it's honestly not that bad. So I like watching it honestly. Um, and I think I only watched one, maybe two episodes of that. I'm not too sure because I think last week I only had to watch one. I don't know, maybe. So the next one here, and this is also another one that comes out on Sunday. Is Kunan, the sorcerer who can't see. And I wrote two on here, so I think when I first started doing this, I was writing down like how many episodes I've seen of it, and I think this show is fine too. It's honestly in the same realm as the other one, where it's good. It's not great, you know. It's not like I'm gonna be. It's cool. I still think I honestly like him, like how goofy it is, and his interactions with other people and other characters. I like nice characters like that, especially as a main character. Like I said, I like two different spectrums. If you're gonna be nice, like the Izuku Madaraya, um, the Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Like I like nice characters like that. They're pretty cool. And then I also like the badass ones too as well. So I've got two ends of it. But I think I do want to see him. You know, it's quirky, it's nice, and I like his interactions with people. But I want to see some fighting. I like it's like it's cool, fun and games where he can make those magic with like the animals, and everybody's like excited about him and stuff like that. I do want to see some action. Like if you're gonna show me a magic power system, either make it super in depth or show me some cool action scenes with it. Like I like to see it in action, basically. So, well, I don't know if we're going to see it, at least like in the moment. It'll probably be like a couple more episodes. I honestly thought they were going to do that when he was trying to get a new mage for him. I thought they were going to like do a battle, but they did do something cool where like you had to take over the other sorcerer's magic or whatever. But yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's lighthearted. That's all I can really say about it. Um, So the next one here is like the hero's adventure party's girl is cute, so I asked her out. So it's this one's a little bit less cool than the other two. It's fine. Same thing with the other guy. I like the quirkiness of it. They kind of just do nothing, which I want to see more like the I'm a sucker for anime romance. So you're gonna see like 5 times where like I'm gonna be like more romance because like one thing is like if you're gonna have really cool action, really cool in depth plot, and if you're not gonna have that stuff, throw in a little bit of romance for me. Give me something to look forward to. Like if I'm just watching him kind of just screw around the whole time and with these characters and like you're gonna base off the quirkiness, there's no shows that I mean, I can name like three in the top of my head where you can like kind of do nothing, and I have a good time enough where it's fine. And even then, they also add some more stuff that you do like action and stuff like that, like Konosuba, for instance. Like they don't do really anything; they kind of just do whatever it is. They fight some demon generals here and there, but like they're fun and quirky, and that's kind of like the gist of it, and that's good enough most of the time. But I think the new characters are a little bit more fun with the voice thing, and I think this show is going to be heavily on its funniness. I think, which is fine. Whatever. It's going to be one that I'm not going to think about too much. It's just going to be one of those like, yeah, 20 minutes in, I watch it right next week. If anything changes, it'll be great. So, another one here. Wash it all away. I have a good time watching this one. It's nice. It's casual. I love watching it before I go to bed. It's one of my like I'll watch it, then I'll like watch something else like to chill on to go to bed to. Not like I watch this to go to bed, but it's just great nighttime like chillaxing show. I love the OP. She's super nice. She's too nice for her own good. And the amnesia thing, they haven't really talked a lot too much about it, but I guess she has like an amnesia plot. I don't know. They haven't mentioned anything about how she had it or what happened, but it's cute, dude. Like she's cute. She's cute. They have like this little romance thing, and here I talk about the romance a little bit with the other guy. I hope that blossoms into something really cool. Cause again, like it is just her washing clothes and stuff like that. They don't really hit on the amnesia plot. Maybe they will. Maybe they're still doing character development. But I think a little romance will be kind of nice in a show like this where it's casual, it's slice of life, and it's cute and all that stuff. I will say that little girl was kind of annoying, and I think it was like 2 episodes ago with the banner or whatever. Obnoxious kids is one of my like kryptonites, man. I like irk when I see them, especially in anime, because they make them like so extreme almost with the kind of annoyance obnoxiousness. And I'm fine with that. But it's okay. It's casual. I like watching it. It's great. I like watching it at night. Like I said last week, it was my underrated one. Um, so it's really cool. Okay, so this is my next one. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. I know there's a lot of stuff about it. How like the Japanese really didn't like it on because this is episode I think 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. I call the first one I watched was the PowerPoint episode. Honestly, all they did in that episode was just talk about the Coaling arc and what they're going to do, which I have a note here saying like if it's good storytelling, you don't need like an episode to explain it or somebody to explain it. And I think with that episode, it was too much explaining with it. Like in the beginning, I'm that type of person when they like Attack on Titan when they had those like halfway episodes thing. I will pause it and read it, okay, and then I'll like soak that in. I don't need the whole episode kind of going like step one, step two, step three, step four. You know what I mean? Like I get it; they need to learn it too. Like Yuji's kind of an idiot, so like you kind of have to explain it to him too. But like I just don't think it needs explaining. I really didn't. Um, but I get it why you also had to as well. But I don't know why the Japanese loved that episode. And then now I'm going to talk about the next episode after that, which is Maki decimating the um, the clan. Wow, that I like that episode because it was a little bit different. Some now I will say that what their critique about the sound design. I'm big into sound design and music on it. It was a little off-putting sometimes, and I know they've had that discussion with One Piece here and there, where it's a little bit kiddish and all that stuff. I will say they do need to like have a better idea of how they want to do that when they did that episode. But it looked great. It looked fun. It looked cool. It was a little bit longer than every episode, so you got a little bit more to eat. It was a little bit faster, but I think I did want them to soak in a little bit more. But I think that's how it was in the manga. I don't read manga. How it was kind of like boom, boom, boom. Kills him, kills him, kills him. Um, which is fine. I thought it was. I mean, I get it. Like the oral farming stuff, I like that too. So I'm not gonna say anything like bad about it or like, yeah, I get it. It's kind of dumb, but it was a. It to me personally, I enjoyed the episode. I was sitting there on the couch, sitting up the whole time, wondering how she's gonna beat the next guy. Like how OP is she gonna be, and the whole thing with my um I thought that was kind of like a bittersweet. I think they should have let that one marinate a little bit more because honestly, a little bit early on, I was like, "Who the heck is this?" Because she doesn't have like her usual get up. So I was like, "Who the heck is she talking to?" And then it happened, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" But I think I think it. I understand why they didn't like it, but I also don't care because I did. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, obviously, people like certain things, other people don't like things. Who cares? If you like it, you like it, and then you know what? That's gonna be my thing. I watch so much anime and so much thing, and some of them are dumb, some of them are like really great. I get why you don't want to watch some of these ones, but at the end of the day, if you like it, you like it. That's my thing. Who cares if other people don't like it? Who cares if other people think it's dumb, annoying, too convoluted, or whatever it may be, or just it's just nothing. Like does most people want to watch the cute hero girl one? Probably not, but it's a 20 minutes of a decent time. But that's my thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. I still love everything they're doing. I would like to see more of it. I would like to see more of Yuji and stuff like that. But the episode was great. I loved it. I love Maki. She's so cool. Um, I like the route she's going on. Um, but yeah, great episode. Really cool story point. I loved it. So I'm hoping for more good stuff there. So next one I got here is the Jack of all trades. So I mean, I thought it was so goofy how it's like clockwork with these shows where they kick him out the hero party. They then he does his own thing and everybody loves who he meets, like loves him and he thinks he's cool. I think he's cool. Uh, and then this one was quick. Usually they let him air there for like 5, maybe 6 episodes, but they were like, boom, this hero party sucks without them. And it was like clockwork. It was funny enough to me where it's just like, really? They were quick on this one. Let's just show the hero party like already hating the fact that they don't have them, which I think is funny. Um, I do want to see more because it's been like I think 3 or 4 episodes. Again, like I said, I can't remember if I watched 2 or 3 for these shows. Some of them, um, where I need to see him where a little bit more of a tough situation. I know that Black Dragon came out. That's pretty cool. I hope to see him go after that one. Because I do like OP or Farm. Like One Punch Man is one of my favorite shows, and like I like to see him ball out. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that when the Black Dragon comes out, it's going to be him and that team, and they're going to beat it somehow, and then that's going to be making it a big deal. So we'll kind of see if that's exactly what it goes to. But I just thought it was funny how like that last episode was just about the hero party just shitting the bed, and it was already happening that they were like, oh my god, we didn't realize how cool he was or how strong he was or whatever. So that's funny. Um, Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, it's a great show. It's a good show. I mean, not great show. Sorry, it's a good show. I like watching it. It's in that same ballpark with Noble Reincarnation and Kunan. So yeah. Okay. Here's my next one. Finally, Hell's Paradise. Um, this one is gonna be one of the first shows I put. OP's lit. This one is the OP of the week. Um, Honestly, OP of the 2 weeks. I could have done 2 of them, but it's just a good OP, man. I love music like that. It's definitely going on my playlist. And it started off really hot. Like they jumped right in. I mean, I think the first episode, the end of the episode, he fights that the yellow hair guy who like eats him. Awesome. I mean, like I will say I wanted to see more of him fighting. Um, I like all the characters kind of grouped up together, which is kind of nice. Why did they make that one girl get older? The pink girl. I thought that was kind of goofy. It kind of reminds me of like when Bleach, when forget what her like Neki or something like that. The blue girl, and she gets older. She was one of the Alan Card or whatever. That was kind of weird, but and then here's my thing with it too. Um, I like most of the characters, and sometimes I know they're going to die. So like they already did a bunch of them in the first season. It's kind of sad to see some of them die. I'm not. I get the emotional point of them and all that stuff, but there are really some cool characters in this, and I hope they don't die. They showed the new ones coming in, which is really cool. I think they're like the 2 strongest. They're gonna come over there, which would be cool to see them. I do need to see more characters. If I see like this just group like going all the way in, I think I'll be like, okay, can they bring in some more people from the mainland over? That I'm glad they're doing that because it does need some more freshness like that. I put is hurt fake. What? Man, I watched this like a week ago. I think somebody in the show is hurt and he was faking it. Is hurt fake? Oh, the girl. There it is. I think it miscredited her or mistyped her. I don't know if the girl is fake. I really don't. I have a feeling that because they keep mentioning it that she is, but like I also don't want to believe it as well because it's a cute love story, and I don't remember them mentioning that in the first season. Maybe they did. I know they do a lot of illusions with the main guy and his clan does illusions and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'm still a little bit. not understanding the power a little bit. Like I think there's like a because it's been a while since season one came out. So when they jumped in here, they kind of explained it, but kind of not a little bit. And I don't need them to explain it. I would like to figure it out on my own by just watching it, or I could just look it up, whatever. Um, but with like, do they use sex as like a way to get power? I can't remember if that like yin and yang because that scene was weird when she gets on top of him when he was like his memory was gone. She realized it. Weird, but interesting. I'm always interested in like weird stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, really, it's a great show. The OP is awesome. It's one of the ones I'm gonna be waiting for every single week. When that's how I feel about it. So defended to be a hero. What is this one? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I love I'm in the group. Need more world building. Oh, sentenced to be a hero. What am I doing? I must have mistyped that. Okay, so sentenced to be a hero. I watched two episodes. I watched the second episode more recent than the other one because this is one of the shows where like it'll come out and I'll be like, I need to watch it right now. Um, I love the group. Like they're all weird in their own way. The main character's super cool. Um, I like the battles that they had, like the one in the cave where they fought that like the green like plant lady devil. Um, really cool. I'm not a big fan of cave fights though. I do like outside fights more. I would like to know more about like the bigger picture. And I think I mentioned that in the last episode too, where it's really cool to see them. I know they have more of those heroes, and I would like to see more of them too. Like the one that drives, I love dragons, so seeing that one with the dragon will be really cool. I do like the relationship they have with each other. I hope he warms up a little bit, especially with the goddess, because he keeps like, don't get away, like don't do anything, and which is fine, whatever. But I do want him to use more power with her more, and I also want to know more about the like the writing stuff, like the king guy was doing. That seems interesting, and how they use it, and how it incorporates, and can they do more stuff with it? And like how do people get their abilities? Like why does he have his bomb one? Why does he have his I think that one guy who's crazy like has super physical strength, and he like that was a weird scene where he gets his arms huge and then he like steams out kind of like Luffy after Gear 4. So interesting. I mean, I like it. I like the vibe of the group. I like that one night lady is kind of joining their side a little bit more. I don't know what is up with these shows on hating, religious people in it, but that church guy was kind of an asshole. Um, Either way, I'm a big fan. Um, like I already liked it from the first episodes, but um, I like it more, not more and more every episode, but it's just good all around. Um, my next one here, Timon B. Now I said this one was the underrated one of this week. The last episode, I did say it was the most underrated episode or show, if you want to take it that way. Um, it's good. I mean, still good. The main chick is fun. Now there's like a weird love triangle thing, which I mean, hey, I'm kind of a little bit of a fan of, a little bit. Um, and it makes me feel like a fangirl a lot of the times. Where I'm rooting for the pink guy. I know they're doing that thing where they want the new center of the group to be decided by this challenge, and I'm like, come on, let's go, come on, pink guy, or Gloomy Hara or whatever, and it's so dumb, making me feel like a fangirl watching this thing. Um, and then the new guy, it's kind of weird because it's almost like anime is very particular about like this guy is this guy. That's his personality. So like he's kind of like I want to say the tsundere of the guy group, the new guy. Um, but like where he's like the nice guy. It's so funny how they're all faking their personalities in a way. But like he's the angry guy. So every time you see him when he's not faking, he's the angry guy. Like what I mean, like I get when Gloomy Hara is gloomy until he's not faking it, or when he's faking it, he's not. It's like they're opposites or whatever. And when they do see him on one side, they are that person no matter what. which is fine. Whatever, they do it a lot in harems. Like I'll mention one of the shows that I probably am going to drop is that rom com with your childhood friend. It's not worth my time, and I'd even watch the second and third episode. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I will, to be honest as well. I just don't care. It's too many cliches. It's too goofy. I'm not gonna watch it just to watch it. I may binge it, whatever. But like the girl is the girl, and then that's it, right? She's a tsundere, so she must act like a tsundere at all times. Now there is a show later on that I will mention, and it's actually my underrated one of the week. But they kind of do that too. But I get it. They they pigeonhole you into this personality basically. That they love to do that. But it'll be interesting to see how it kind of goes up, if he wins or not, stuff like that. We'll kind of see a little bit more. So, but it is I still like it a lot. So now I did watch this show, the 29-year-old adventure. I was scared to watch this. This is one I was like, man, am I gonna watch this or not? That really had a bad taste with the girl being a succubus. Um, Thankfully they don't go towards that sexually. There was a scene in the cave though where she was like, "He's mine," with the dwarf. I would say dwarf chick because she worked on armory, and I think the two dads or the two workers working the forge was dwarves as well. She could be an elf too. I don't know. Um, I'm that was kind of like a little like, all right, chill out. They're like 10 years old, man, and he's an old guy or whatever. Don't go towards that, please. Like, let me just casually watch a show, joke about, whatever, have him take care of the kids and how annoying they could be, whatever. Like that's fine to me. But do not do anything sexually with them at all. Like, don't even like hint at it when they're sleeping together because they sleep in the same bed, which is already weird as it is. Like, I'm not a big fan of that either. Like, he should have realized, oh, she does it at night. She's a succubus. Time to put you in a different room. They didn't do that. So they introduced Veronica, who weird personality as well. I don't know if I like it or not, as a guy. Um, she's like a little twisted. Like she like I said about the pigeon holding into her personality. Her personality is that she likes to twist people, like mess with them or whatever. Or she's a I can't remember if sadist or masochist, which is which. But she's the one who likes to give it out basically. And that elf guy likes to take it call him swine or whatever. Weird. I don't know. Sure, man. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Yes. Okay. We'll move on because it hopefully you just don't. The biggest thing is here is it's casual. Veronica is interesting. Hopefully they don't do any sexually with the kids, and then that's all I can ask for. If you do that, we can keep on trucking and nothing wrong with it. I do want to see more fighting too. That as well. Next one here is the like the noble vacation. So he's a reincarnated noble that wants to have a quiet vacation or whatever. I will say they did him actually adventuring. So this was 2 episodes. I do think the gun magic is cool. I thought that was cool. That was pretty cool actually. I do want to see more magic and I do want to see some more action. Hopefully they do more of that stuff because they kind of really gloss over that. It's more about him getting close with the other characters. I will say, is it gay? Like they do like the main dude like got angry for him leaving him, which I thought was a really funny scene. Um, Maybe like I don't know. It could be just one of those like free or like yeah they don't really imply that they're gay, but there's hints and stuff like that. And this show is kind of leaning toward that way, which is fine. Whatever. I enjoyed it. Um, I don't enjoy that like you know what I mean, but it's fine. Like it's cool. I It's like he's building his own harem. I do like the noble crap where like every time he's like a. There was that one scene with the painting guy where he was like, "You can just come over back to my place. It's fine by me." And I'm like, "What the heck? Can we just get some more action going on? Not like action, what I mean, with the two guys, but some like maybe more magic stuff and stuff like that." I don't know. It's another one where it's fine. It's good. It's casual. I do like the dialogue with them a little bit more. I kind of like that. Um, and it's just fine. It's fun. Here we go. This is going to be my underrated show of the week. I'm surprised about it. It's it's Tune in Voice. Yep, you heard it. Um, I like the training arcs he has with the girls. I really do. The I love the scene where he got the guitar and he sang up there with them. I know it's a horror home, and each one starts to like him because he like associates or whatever, or he partakes with them. But I like it. I like the guy. I like the girls. I still think it's all of them. I really do. Uh, I love like he's training each one personally, and they have like a different arc with him. That was really nice. I think it's fun and it's quirky. Um, I like the Sundares. So the one chick who wants to be the voice actor, she's probably my favorite. Maybe, probably, but I still haven't seen the whole thing with the girl with the what is it? The VTuber. I yeah. I mean, I like that arc too. What I meant to say about that is like how much dedication he does to actually making them better. Because who the heck is going to learn to code one of those things just because he wants to make them better? Like that was crazy to me. I like it a lot. They're very fun. Very. I like their interactions and stuff like that. And yeah, it was great. It was great. So I'm excited for each one. That's the underrated one of the week or 2 weeks or whatever, because this will be episode 2 and 3. Okay, roll over and die. So it looks like I did watch 2 episodes of this. A lot of them I did watch 2 episodes coming towards here. I here's my main thing I wrote here. I don't know how I feel about the narration part, where every once in a while a narrator pops up about what they're gonna do or what like inside thoughts. It's almost like someone's reading it for me almost. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I'm like, okay, move on, like I kind of can figure that out myself maybe. I do like how the EQ levels are up. I hope she gets kitted out and she gets some revenge. And they're already kind of doing that too, where no one likes the group anymore, especially that one guy with the glasses. Why the heck is he being such a dick like all the time? I really don't get it. And I want to see the maid girl, like the girl who's got the scars. I want to see her be a bigger part than just kind of just tagging along. But I like her. I like the main girl. I like how like the curses level her up. I hope they do more with that. Um, the she's like getting her own little girl adventure party, which is fine. Whatever. I like them to be like I like characters to be a little bit older. I also don't want um just little kids doing stuff. So hopefully hopefully it gets a little bit better about that stuff. But I hope she gets kitted out, man. I hope she just balls out with some cool armor. She's already got the gauntlets, man. She's got the sword. They really like to show that every episode they doubt her. You know what I mean? Like, which is fine, whatever. Um, but yeah, I like it. It's good. It's decent. The next one here, Holy Grail of Eris. I think this is a fun little mystery. This may be my underrated of like next week or something like that. But I love it. I love the world drama stuff. I love the two combo. Like I was just thinking to myself because I watched this one yesterday because we're getting towards the end here. Um, where I like the little like combo they have where like she can take over her, she gets over. It matches me. Like I wish I had like somebody who I can hang out with and talk to all the time, like a Jarvis or something, but like a ghost, whatever. Hey, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like it maybe came from the past. Like I love that. I love that concept. It's just so fun. I like the new guy. He's cool. I was kind of, like I said, I like a little bit of romance, so I'm glad he's kind of like now kind of a thing like that. He's older though, so it's kind of weird as well. But like back in Elizabethan time, I guess, whatever. But still, um, but yes, I love the little romance now. I love figuring it out. I love learning about the world and the dramas and stuff like that. Who's in it, who's bad. I do think the princess is bad for sure because she slipped up a little bit when they were introduced after they got engaged. Um, but yeah, I like it. I like their two split personalities. I like how she can take over, and they're trying to figure out the little mystery. I love it, man. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Um, and then yeah, so I'm hoping for more of it. It's probably gonna be my underrated next week, depending on how these episodes go, because I'm loving it, man. And we still haven't got to the best show of the week, which I'm saving for last, because I binged it. Next one here, Vigilante. It's just it's doing the second season part where I almost like they're doing nothing. Like I think I watched 3 episodes of this. I do say I do like him learning a little bit about his power, how like he deflected the missiles with his hand. It's a cool power, it really is, and it's kind of a shame, um, because he's kind of slow on learning it. I know I read up a little bit about it when he fights the super speed guy, who I also thought was really cool because I love super speed. Super speed is one of my favorite superpowers to have or think about. And his is it's like the suction or the deflect. And you're learning it and you're like, man, I feel like he could have learned that a little bit faster. I don't know if he was like complacent back in the day or something like that, but I do want to see him do more with his power. They're kind of just excuse me, effing around. Like that's what they were doing. Like that whole time they're at that little show thing, they're kind of like effing around. I know they're normal people and stuff like that. I do want to see the romance blossom a little bit. I know that train scene they were almost going to do it. It's anime, so it's probably never going to happen till like you hear about a note from it from after the show ends or whatever. But it's fun. It's cool. They did a lot with the cop and All Might, which I honestly don't care that much about either. So I just maybe move it along a little bit better. Maybe I don't know, but it was fine episodes. It was good. I watched this one last night. Um, and yeah, it was fine. Whatever. Sometimes they do that thing what they do with sideshows, where like Fat Yum or whatever. Oh my God, it's Fat Yum! Look at him, he's doing a thing, and now he's skinny again. It's like what do they call that? They do it a lot like the MCU cameos. Like hope they don't do that with this show, where it's like, oh my God, look, it's that guy, cameo. I do, there was actually this one part of the show where like they showed about that super speed guy who used to be a hero. I do like seeing that stuff because they do that with the boys show, and they do that with wow, to be hero, where it's got these like little, like backstories with past heroes and stuff like that. It's kind of cool to see that, a little interesting. Um, I do want to see more things about that, like little transcripts or something like that from back in the day. That will be pretty cool. So, um, okay, so show of the week. I watched I watched the hour-long episode, and I watched I think 3 episodes after that. So over 2 hours of the show, and it's good. It's Fate Stay Fake. I can't believe it. I binge watched this last night, so I can't believe it took me this long. I knew I wanted to do this episode, and I wanted to make sure I watch as much as I can, and I wanted to watch this one because I knew I wanted to at some point. So I had the time last night, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. Um, there's still like 5 I haven't seen it. If you This is the last segment that I have here, um, because this is the one, and I love it, man. I've seen Fate Stay the Night. I've seen Fate Stay Blade Works, and I've seen Fate Stay Apocrypha. There's something about, because I used to play like Civilization or almost like a fighting game, like unlocking a character. And I will say Gilgamesh is in almost every single one of these. I wish he wasn't, because of like he's such a powerful character and such a powerful name, because he's in almost every single one, where you're kind of like, yeah, he steals the spotlight too much because people love him. He's all the time. That's probably my only complaint so far, is how much Gilgamesh is like a part of it, because his personality is a little overbearing sometimes. Like, I get it. You think you're the strongest and the best guy around. Like, I get it. But other than that, I'll tell you this: the little bit of a spoiler. The twist of this one is that there's going to be, I think, 13, because I think 6 from the original without the saber, and then 7 for the like the actual. So they're gonna like combine a little bit. So awesome! I would love to see 13 past characters who are big. It's cool to learn them. Like, what are their abilities? Which class are they under? Um, it's also even to not only the master servants parts, like who they are and what their abilities are and stuff like that, but like even the like the masters. You know, you're like, who do you root for? I remember when I was watching Fate Stay Night, I didn't know who to root for on that one. Like, they all had their own little thing, and I think who won it, I don't think I wanted. Maybe I can't remember. I think I did actually. Fate Stay Blade Works. I'm a huge Rin Soka fan. That was probably my back in high school, maybe my waifu, you would say, or something like that. Not like I do anything like that, but yes, like right now, I think I'm leaning more towards the yellow haired kid. I love the voice actor of him. He did Kirito. He did Sloth and ReZero, and he's done some other ones. I love that voice actor. So, and I root for him a little bit more because I do root for the people who just do things for good. So I'm a little bit upset that his guy's Jack the Ripper. I don't know what Japanese like infatuation with Jack the Ripper is, but whatever. God, what was that one show where like he was like the main dude and he had like this, like the wraps around him? I can't remember. Um, but I love it, man. I like figuring out the servant. I figure out why they're there. They like there's a dog master now, and the servant is like I forget the name of it. Like that character I didn't know, but it's also cool, interesting. Like it. It's a show that I think they can keep going on forever because they can just make up characters from back in time. I still don't know who the cops caster is. Like, it's just a fun show. It's a fun show. Action like every 10 minutes almost. I will say the first episode they kind of dragged on like this is this guy. This is his character. This is his servant. You know what I mean? Like, I like the King Arthur guy. He's not King Arthur, right? He's Richard. He's Richard. Sorry, King Richard. Um cool how some of them have like plots in between themselves. Like, how do some of these guys know each other? It's kind of cool figuring out who they are, what their abilities are. You know, like what is that dark one with the little girl? That one's cool, and they got scared of that one. It's fun, man. It's just a good fun show. So this is my best show of the week because I binge watched the like 2.5 hours of it, and I was satisfied the entire time. I was having fun the entire time. I love learning more about the characters. The vampire guy, get him out of there, but whatever. Um, that action scene was really cool though. Francesca girl, I would rather get out of here. Um, I just think it's such a fun show, man. I'm excited about that show every now, and no wonder it got like high ratings on it. So it makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's that's episode 2 and 3 of Nicholas Watches. The combo wombo one for this one. Right, still ended up the same amount of time. So, if I do end up doing every other week, it'll just take a little bit longer. But it's not much more about it's more like if I have enough time to watch the shows. I got I ended up doing a lot of stuff this week. I think I might have a little bit more time this week and next week, and I have caught up, so it's easier for me to like when I was watching the shows last week and I didn't get to watch some of them, and I had to binge watch 2 of them. It just means double the amount of time, so it's harder to get to it. So it took a little bit longer, but now that it's like that, it's only 20 minutes for each show. So like some of them came out today. I'll maybe watch them later today. I don't know. I've got a couple things I got to do today. But this episode will probably be edited and posted probably Wednesday. I will be honest. A lot of it is dictated on like what days I'm off for work and stuff like that. And I'm off Wednesday, so it will probably be edited a little bit throughout Monday and Tuesday, and then probably posted on Wednesday morning. Probably that's usually how I do them. Otherwise, um, let's go through the category winners of this week. So, underrated show of the week, Tune In Voice. Can't believe it. I had fun. It was great. I love all the characters. I love it. So a little bit with the harem stuff, but whatever. The characters are fun. Um, that scene where like he comes into the door and they're all naked. Why, man? Why? Whatever, man. Best show of the week. Fate Stay Great or Fate Stay Fake. Like I said, fun. I just talked about it forever. I could probably keep talking about how fun it is. Learning about these characters and stuff like that. Um, Drop of the week. What show did I say it was? Oh, the rom com one with childhood rom com one. It's not worth my time. I'm not I'm not gonna watch the show just because it's a harem and every single character is a cliche of their character. I'm not gonna do it. It's not fun. I didn't enjoy the first episode, so whatever. And then another one I'm adding this week, which I do want to do. I might add more categories. If there's another category you guys think is worthwhile to have in something like this, let me know. Obviously, I don't have 20 million categories, but OP of the week. Which one did I say it was? Oh, Hell's Paradise. It's lit. That's all it is. It's fun. It's lit. It gets you excited about it. I might do even ending, so maybe just song of the week. So I'm not gonna call it OP of the week. Maybe OP/ending of the week because there are some endings I like a lot too. Like I love Jujutsu Kaisen ending. I probably should have had that one last week because that one got me the most excited last week. But yeah. So this is episode 2 and 3 of Nicholas Watches. This is the 2026 winter anime season. It's good. So now that I'm caught up, I'm excited about every episode and every week. So just like, comment, subscribe. I do plan on keep on doing this. Hopefully, I can branch out and do more things. I would like to get a little bit more personal with you guys. So like maybe a way forth of streaming. I don't have a PC or nothing like that, so I can't get. I only have an Xbox, so it's not like I can do anything too crazy. And financially, I couldn't really do it too much either. But I hope I can branch out and go a little bit bigger with this and a little bit more personal with you guys. Maybe have conversations. That's kind of why I meant about streaming is because I would love to like have talks about it with you guys because um I love anime and there's really no one I can talk about anime with. This is one of the reasons why I did this series is because I would like to talk about it with people. As you can see, I spend a lot of time watching it. This is one of my biggest hobbies. I've been doing this for years and years and years. Um, Probably going on almost 10 years now, maybe even longer. And I haven't talked about it with anybody. So hopefully I can have more people to talk about it with. But all right, guys, I'll see you hopefully next week. Um, Stay safe, stay warm as well. And thank you guys. Love you. Bye.